Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be ranking all 19 seasons of Fortnite from worst to best. Now, I already put season 1 and 2 and didn't play a category, so don't get mad at me if I don't include those. I'll see you guys in the video. So this actually took me a decent bit to actually make, but I think I got it. I think I got my list together, and here we go. Coming in at dead last is Chapter 2, Season 6. So this was the season where everything was like primal. This was an atrocity of a season to bring to this game. I don't know who was in there thinking, you know what? Let's make guns out of bones and wood and see what happens. This season was just, I don't know, man. Something about it. Even the map was just awful. I just did not enjoy this one. And, you know, this is like when everybody, like all my friends, started playing different games. This was just not fun at all. So coming in at number 16 is Chapter 2 Season 7. Now the reason it's this low is because this was still when the game was just not really that fun to play. Now this season was much better than Chapter 2 Season 6, but the story is just so like, there's so many holes. Like, out of nowhere, we went from primal to just alien invasion. So, I don't know. It wasn't really that fun. It was confusing. It wasn't very amusing to play. Everything was just kind of all over the place, and that's why it's just so low for me. Coming in at number 15 is Chapter 2, Season 8. I'm assuming you're wondering why I put these all in a row. This season was literally season 7.5, and it was still just not fun. It was just not fun to play. This one was definitely better out of the three, but it brought Kevin back. I think they brought Kevin back because they were freaking out because their game was going downhill really bad. But this was just really rough. I mean, these last 3 seasons of this chapter was just so unenjoyable and just so all over the place. I think I know why they brought Kevin back, is because I think they realized that they were going everywhere and they had to bring it all back in. So that's why the season was a little higher than the other two. Alright, so coming in at number 14, I have Chapter 2, Season 5. This season for me was actually very fun to play. This was a season where Jonesy recruited a bunch of bounty hunters. This is when we're going to start to get into the seasons that weren't that bad and were actually fun to play. This season was the one with the desert in the middle and like the 0 point in the middle, just chilling. I like this one. This was when I think this was I don't even know when this season came out, but I know I was in school when I was playing this and I was still playing. So I kind of enjoyed this season. This is when my friends were kind of still on the game. This is when Mandalorian came into the game and all that. So the reason it's that low is just because, again, just the story and, you know, the guns. It was just all over the place. So that's why it takes this place. So coming in at number 13, I have Season X. Some of you guys may disagree with me on this one, but this is when it was rough. Like, this is when they added mechs, and, you know, the map was just random, just all over the place. And coming off of a decent season, this one was just really bad. And, you know, we were still on a really good map, and it was, I don't know, very mid-season, just really all around, just not very fun. Alright, so coming in at number 12, I'm going to put Chapter 2 Season 4 up there. A lot of people may disagree with me on this one, but this season was actually pretty cool. You know, as a huge Marvel fan, seeing a bunch of Marvel skins come into this game was really cool, and I think this was one of the better Chapter 2 seasons by far. Easily top 5. There's no doubt about it. This was like the last good season, Chapter 2, and you know, this was a really fun season, and you know, it had its flaws, it definitely did, but you know, very solid season all around. Alright, so at number 11, I have Chapter 2 Season 1. This season, to me, was just, I don't know. I feel like this season just took too long to end. Like, we had a whole new map, which was cool. It was a cool map at first, but since we were just stuck with the same thing for so long, I don't know. It just, there wasn't enough to do, and that's why it's at where it's at. Because it was really fun. Like, pretty much everybody that played this game came back to it, and they stayed for a long time. Really good loot pool, just nothing to do, really. I'm trying not to be blinded by nostalgia here, I really am, but I'm truly basing it off of, like, personal experience. So coming in at number 10, I'm going to put Chapter 3, Season 1. Here's why, though. This season would be higher, and the reason it's as low as it is because the loot pool is so bad. It's down there with the primal guns. The map is incredible. The mechanics are great. I love the stuff that they tried to do with it. But, oh my god, the guns are so bad. If they figured out a way to kind of start to bring in the old guns. I mean, I like some of the new guns. Like, I like a little bit of it. I like the red dot system. But, whew, they gotta get something under control. Don't get me wrong, it's a good season. It's a good season so far, and I really like to play. All my friends are back on, but they really need to get that loot pool taken care of. So, I'm not even going to try to be different in this video. I'm just going to literally just off the brain. So, coming in at number 9 is Chapter 2, Season 3. You know, not much to say here. I believe this was the season when the map got flooded. This was a pretty enjoyable season for me. The only issue was that charged shotgun and just the lack of stuff to do once the map came back to normal. Like, they should have kept the map flooded because that was like the whole grand scheme of things behind this whole season was a flood. And, you know, this season was really fun to play because, you know, it was still summer. This was when quarantine was ending, I believe, the huge lockdown. And, you know, I think this season was pretty fun, and I enjoyed it. Now, we are getting into some good seasons. So, coming in at number 8, I have Season 8, actually. And you guys may get mad at me for this one. This, for me, I just don't know. I didn't really like this one. And, you know, this was when, the volcano just came out of nowhere. You know, it was a cool season. Don't get me wrong, I love the season, but like not as much as the other ones that I have left. I don't know. I didn't really mess with the vibe. The biome was cool. I don't know. I didn't. This one is just personal opinion, and you know, I think it was just because of how serious people started to take the game due to the announcement of the World Cup. And I don't know. It was really good competitive wise. So that is why I have it at number 8. So, coming in at number 7 is Chapter 1, Season 6. This was a really cool season. This was when Loot Lake like became a floating island and the cube was under it. This pretty much set up the game. You know, once the Kevin the Cube appeared at the very end of Season 5, Season 6 pretty much set up the storyline for the entire game. And, you know, I really enjoyed this season. It was really, really fun to play with everybody. You know, just, we're getting into prime Fortnite, really. So, coming in at number 6. A lot of words. I have Chapter 1, Season 9. This was like one of my favorite seasons to play. This is when the World Cup happened. This is when they removed the pump and tried something different. This is when they tried the combat shotgun. And, you know, this is when they had slipstreams around the map. They had Neo tilted, Mega Mall, I believe that's what it was. I remember that. Yeah, you know, I kind of got annoyed with the combat a little bit, but other than that, you know, really cool idea, and I really loved the map. Alright, so coming in at number 5, I have Chapter 2, Season 2. So this was quarantine, I believe. The reason this season is just so high for me is because when I was playing with all my friends, like this is when it felt like old Fortnite because like everybody was on every single day. Maybe it was just because we were all in lockdown, But maybe just because this game was just, I don't know, it was just really fun to play. I mean, all the mythic guns were so cool. All the spots, like the yacht, the grotto, the agency, it was just so fun. And like everybody came back to play. And the competitive scene was just incredible. So that's why it's so high for me. So coming in at number 4 is Chapter 1, Season 3. This is when I'm not going to be blinded by nostalgia. Alright, so, you know, the iconic season. This is when John Wick was in the game. This is when the meteor appeared in the sky. Arguably, one of the best maps of all time. You know, this is when I started playing. Serves a good spot in my heart. And that's why I love this season so much. Alright, coming in at number 3, we have Chapter 1, Season 7. I would do so much to go back to this season. This was the best map in my opinion, and just the best loot pool and best vibe. They did have the Infinity Blade and the planes. I don't know if they were helicopters came in later. These were planes. Those were very annoying, but dude, this season, man, this season was incredible, and there's just really no flaws at this point in the top 3. This is just, these top 3 could be interchangeable, but man, I love this season so much. The snow and everything, and Christmas time, it was just perfect. All right, number 2 is Chapter 1, Season 5. This to me was just peak Fortnite. You know, this was the desert biomes. This is when we got Paradise Palms. This is when the drum gun was introduced. That was kind of annoying, but you know, man, everybody was on. This was just summer. It was great. It was amazing. And I love this season so much. And it's so fun to go back and watch some old videos about this season. And the best season of all time is Chapter 1, Season 4. I literally remember in school, before class started, every single person in the entire gym had their phones out, downloading this game, ready to play. This season was so peak Fortnite, I can't even tell you the vibe that it was. It was just unreal. Like, we were playing it in class. This was a very into school, going into summer. It was incredible. And this season, everybody was streaming it. It was just the best vibes ever. So, this is my list. This is what I think these seasons should be ordered in. You know, some of you guys may disagree with me. Remember, this is my opinion. And, you know, I hope you guys enjoyed me ranking seasons. I had a decent amount of fun. And, you know, right here, try not to be biased to nostalgia. I kind of was, but, you know, these seasons were just, I mean, what a game, man. What a game, truly. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.